Hi everyone. A little bit later in the day than usual for the daily reading. It's so funny. I threw this flannel on over this pink t-shirt and I thought, dang, it really does feel like emo energy right now. And a lot of that is because of the sun squaring Pluto is just bringing up all the ways that we need to change and transition, transmute ourselves and evolve. Really, that's what Pluto is trying to get us to do, is to just evolve already. So it could feel a little bit emo. Mercury is also sextile Neptune. Hold on one second. I just want to make sure I'm saying this right. Yeah. No, Mercury's trining Neptune. Mercury is in Scorpio. Neptune is in Pisces. And Mercury is also sextile Saturn. And that's sort of making our mental capacity, like Neptune is all about imagination and dreaming and illusions and all of the ways that we're not thinking straight, right? We see something and it's like rose-colored glasses, right? We're seeing everything in rose-colored glasses right now. And if it's not rose-colored glasses, then it's like there's a strong veil where you can't see things very clearly when Mercury is trining Neptune. It's not like a trine. It's the triangle, right? It's not a negative relationship. It's just a strong relationship. And they kind of feed off of each other in a trine. Mercury sextiling Saturn is also, Saturn is Big Daddy, it's karma. And when Mercury is in a sextile to Saturn, sextile is also a comfortable relationship between two planets. But Mercury, like Saturn, wants everything to be done exactly the way that it's supposed to be done. And with Mercury trining Neptune, we're not really able to think correctly or to think straight to get things done. So my point, if you're feeling a little bit emo and you're being really hard on yourself because Neptune can give you the illusion that things aren't exactly the way that they're supposed to be. So your mind is, it's not thinking in a very straight pattern, right? So if you're being really hard on yourself right now, and this is ultimately what I wanted to talk about, the feeling good, the allowing yourself to feel good. I think everybody needs to learn a little bit on how to treat themselves well enough to feel good right now. So, and one of the things that I actually shared this in a personal reading that I did this morning, but one of the things that I recognize that I've been doing on a daily basis, and I kind of just started doing it, not even realizing what I was doing until I was like, oh, that's exactly. So before I even open up my eyes in the morning, I set the intention of what kind of energy it's going to be that day for myself, because I feel the collective energy so strongly that in the past I would feel the collective energy, or I would feel a friend's energy or something. Maybe somebody who got angry with me, who watched a reading and was not very happy with me. Like, I can feel that kind of energy, right? I don't think you guys fully understand how much energy comes at me and how much I'm having to, and this is for all readers. All readers that you watch on YouTube, we have to protect our energy in very specific and very particular ways for ourselves, so that we're not allowing other people to determine our feelings and emotions and how our day is going to go. So this morning, and like I said, I've been doing this for a while, but it was only recently that I realized what I was doing. This morning I woke up, and before I even open up my eyes, I set the intention that my energy is going to be protected. And I do my 3 shields of protection. And if you've done the weekly meditation with me, you know what I'm talking about with the three shields, light shields of protection. If you would like to join us for the meditation, so you can learn how to protect your energy. You can learn how to align your chakras and get grounded and protect your energy. We do weekly meditations, and even in the rituals, we do it. The next one is on Sunday. To register for that is in the description box below. But this is part of how I feel good every day. I wake up and I set the intention of allowing, and setting the intention is really only saying it to myself. I'm only allowing positive energy to be in my space. I am not allowing any negative energy to affect me. I am only allowing positive energy. And then I do my 3 layers of protection and I get up. But that's meditation. Even if you can only do 5 minutes of it before you even open up your eyes in the morning, you can set the intention to feel good before your eyes even open. That's amazing power to have. And you have it. Everybody has that power. And you can do it every single day. And see, this is what you do before you even open your eyes, before you grab your phone. You know how you open up your eyes and you grab your phone and automatically there are negative feelings that you're coming at because of all the emails or what you see on Facebook or what you see on Instagram or what you see on Twitter or whatever, right? So before you do anything, you set the intention for your day. And this is just one of the ways that I talk about how we feel good, how to allow yourself to feel good. It's just one of the ways that I talk about on the self-alignment workshop that I'm doing on Monday. The next one is Monday the 21st. So if you want to find out other ways, how you're blocking yourself and how to unblock yourself from living your best life. When you feel good every day, you can manifest. You manifest from a place of feeling good and setting that intention that you're going to feel good first thing in the morning. It changes your entire outlook. It's literally reprogramming yourself every single day before you even get out of bed, before you look at your phone, before you make that coffee, whatever, right? So register for that as well. I'm just so like, it's really funny. We don't often in life get to boast how proud of ourselves we are. And I am so proud of myself for being able to do all of that work and then being able to share it with you guys. It's just, it's like a little, you know. Okay, so we're starting, very interesting. We're starting this reading like we started yesterday's reading with a 5. 5 equals conflict. So we have the 5 of Pentacles and we have the 4 of Wands. So I feel like there is a lack mentality surrounding your environment. There's some kind of lack which is equaling, it's equating to negative energy when it comes to your environment, when it comes to your security, when it comes to you feeling safe. I feel like this is a lesson. It's a very Saturnian, something has to, the sun squaring Pluto right now. See with the devil there? The sun squaring Pluto right now is making big changes. And I feel like the reason why it's making big changes in your life is because that 5 of Pentacles, that lack mentality. Because you're not supposed to feel lack. You're supposed to feel good. Right? So when we go through these very emo cosmic energies, right? When we see, like, here's the thing. People get depressed during these kinds of energies because they need to change their lives and they keep refusing to. And the more they refuse to change their lives, the more depressed they get. I've seen, and this, you know, I don't want to trigger anybody because it's not, I don't want anybody to feel triggered. But I've seen a lot of suicides when we have the sun squaring Pluto. And suicide is a horrible, it's horrible for the person that is in it and for everybody that it affects, right? The thing is most of the time, 99% of the time, it's not that they don't want to live anymore. It's that they don't want to live the life that they're in. And instead of taking the drastic measures of taking their life, they could change something. But some people feel so trapped and not feeling like they can change anything because they don't see a way out. And the way out is through reprogramming your mind to make you think, because right now your mind thinks that you're trapped and you have no way out, but there's always a way out. There's always a way out of situations. Sometimes you have to learn the lesson really, really hard, really, really tough. There are consequences. But once you get through the consequences, and see, a lot of it is, how are people going to see me? What are people going to think? That kind of thing, you know? Yeah. And here's the thing is, I feel like there's not just a deception from other people, but a guilt. There's some kind of guilty aspect that is keeping you feeling like you're trapped in something. And obsessing over it is not the way to get out of it, right? Because we have the Seven of Swords, which is the deception or the guilty feeling. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is the burden and the feeling trapped and no way to get out, right? And then we have the Page of Wands. I feel like there's going to be some kind of message that comes. I feel like this Page of Wands is a messenger of sorts that's going to bring some kind of information to help you get out of it, right? Because most of the time, the things that happen, the lessons that we have to learn, we actually created that. We created that blockage. We created that hump you got to get over, right? That big mountain that you have to climb now. You actually created it, and the lesson for you is to get out of it. The only way out of something is through it. You have to deal with it. You have to face it head on, right? And I think a lot of people, they don't want to because they don't want to be uncomfortable. I know what I did. I know what I did. Now I feel really guilty. And then the Ten of Wands and then the Page. So I feel like the Page of Wands is sort of that messenger to be like, here, let me make this blow a little bit softer than what you're dealing with now. So let's see what the Five of Pentacles is. I'm going to try not to make this reading like really super long like yesterday's. Oh. Okay. So there's that King of Cups again. All right. So the King of Cups on the Five of Pentacles, it can make you very emotional. Now, the King of Cups is somebody who can be extremely emotional, but doesn't show a lot of emotion. Like they hold it in. It's like the strong, silent type, right? Sometimes he'll show emotion, but only when he feels like it. You see? So, but that's the thing, is that Five of Pentacles can bring you to an emotional point. So let's see what the Four of Wands is. Okay. And here's the thing, is if you're basing what your environment looks like, if you're basing it off of societal standards, the Hierophant on the Four of Wands, if you're basing your environment off of what society says your environment should look like, or the structures and the programming that you, like, for example, like keeping up with the Joneses, right? If your neighbors have a new car and your car is like 5 years old, oh my gosh, what is everybody going to think? I know that sounds really petty, but there are people out there that do that. They're like, I got to get a new car. So-and-so just got a new car. I got to get a new car too. Right? So I feel like there is a Saturnian lesson within all of this. Let's see what the Devil is. Yeah. And it's based on materialistic stuff right now. The Ten of Pentacles on the Devil. That 10 of Pentacles is going to look different to everybody. And if you try and base your life off of what you think is going to look good to other people, you're never going to be happy. There's never going to be 100% feeling good about your life because you're constantly living your life for other people. Stop living your life for other people. That's why you don't feel good, because you're always searching for more. You're always wanting more. They have 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 more. So let's see what this 7 of Swords is. 7 of Wands. Oh, wow. Some of you, some of us feel guilty about putting up boundaries. And a lot of this guilt that you're feeling about putting up these boundaries and saying no more, like I'm not going to, this is what I'm going to do it because this is my life. I'm not going to live my life for you people anymore. I'm not going to live my life for other people anymore because I'm tired of feeling a sense of lack mentality. I don't want to feel like I'm constantly waiting for the next best thing, right? Which is something that we talk about in the self-alignment course. If you are never satisfied and you're always looking for the next best thing in your life to do or to be or to have, that self-alignment workshop will really help. But the 7 of Wands on the 7 of Swords, you cannot feel guilty for putting up boundaries in your life. Now, if you put up boundaries in your life to the point to where you're actually harming another individual or hurting somebody with your words or something like that, then maybe feel guilty, yes. But if you are putting up healthy, loving boundaries and you're saying, this is my life, I'm going to live my life this way, if you're doing that, should be good, right? Should be better. You shouldn't feel guilty about it. And if you do feel guilty, that's because you're allowing people to make you feel guilty. The 3 of Cups on the 10 of Wands. It's really interesting because I feel like your social circle is the burden or lack thereof. If you have not allowed yourself to make good, solid, quality friendships because of your boundaries or lack thereof, it's becoming a burden on you. And to lift this burden, I feel like asking for help, asking other people, allowing other people to help you, knowing that we are all in this together. Nobody's on their own. You see? So to lift the burden, ask for help. And I feel like there'll be somebody to help you, right? So let's see what this Page of Wands is. Yeah. Yes, the balance. Could even be a Libra. We do have Taurus here. We have Capricorn. That's all I'm seeing. And we have a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But, there might be a conversation that needs to be had to bring things into balance. And a lot of that is putting up your boundaries. A lot of that is asking for help. Because you don't have to do everything alone. It's part of feeling good, is knowing that you can ask for help without feeling guilty. You see. So let's see, bottom of the deck. The King of Pentacles. I feel like this is a good friend. Yeah, so it's time, you guys. This energy is pushing for a change, pushing for a transformation. We only have 2.5 months left of 2019. The decade is going, we're going to be finishing another decade. Let that one sink in. Another decade is gone. Have you allowed yourself to change? Or are you staying in the same old patterns that have not been working for you for decades? And the way to change that is to start with your mindset and reprogramming your mind. That's really all that spirituality and being consciously aware is. It's reprogramming your mind from everything that you were taught, because everything that we were taught as children, maybe not everything, but when it comes to relating to other people, we were taught how to relate to other people from an ego standpoint instead of love. And your higher self is made of love. You see? And all of this that's happening right now, the changing of your environment, the needing direction, the lessons that have to do with material value and what does it really mean to you, and all of that, right? It all comes down to feeling good, living your best life, because you can have all of the material stuff as long as you realize that's not what makes you happy. When you can live your best life and have all of the things in front of you, and know that even if you didn't have all the things, you'd still be happy, that's when you get there, right? But sometimes you have to have all the things taken away from you to know that you can live without it first. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I have like 6 spots left for the pre-order for the 6-month pre-order, 6-month forecast, 2020 6-month forecast. If you pre-order it, this week is the last week that I'm offering the pre-order. Even if there are pre-orders left, I am not offering it after this week. They will be delivered the first 2 weeks in November. You also get December 2019 along with January through June of 2020. I know it's crazy that we're already there, right? My self-alignment workshop, register for that. The meditations are off the chain. I'm so excited about them. I feel more empowered after doing them, you know, because we have such a large group doing it. So register for that. Even if you just register for it once and then you can have the recording, I think everybody should meditate. I think that is a big thing. And that's a big change for me, because that's changed this year, where meditation changed my life this year, basically. So I hope I can help you guys change your life with meditation too. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Oh, forgot to tell you, I do have some of the 1 question, 10-minute readings available for $30. I just opened those up today. I thought, why not? I haven't done it in a little while, a couple weeks or so. So if you just have a 1 question, if you have 1 question, those are all going to be delivered this weekend. So if you get your question to me by Friday, you will, or if you get it ordered by Friday, you'll get the question, or you'll get the answer this weekend. So I love you guys. It's Tuesday. Bye.